Today I fucked up by Rick rolling my girlfriend. Well, not actually today. But the chickens came home to roost today. A couple years ago, I was talking to my girlfriend, and she began showing me some original romantic poems and songs that one of her friends received from their boyfriend. And then she hit me with the "I'm jealous. I wish you could make one for me too." Now, I'm not a romantic person. There is no way in hell I can come up with something like that, and I told her as such. But she insists I try anyway. She would not be dissuaded, so after like an hour of me telling her I can't do it, I gave up, and attempted to joke the situation away. I sang her, "Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you." I fully expected her to pout at my joke. But one thing I did not account for, is that the girlfriend was born and raised in China, and had little interaction with English internet. She has never heard of the Rickroll. The poor lady began crying. She was so moved. Said this was the best thing anyone has ever done for her. Seeing her like this, I clammed up and did not correct her misunderstanding, like the coward that I am. Anyway, she found out today. Given how much clout the song has in popular culture, it was always going to happen eventually. And it was not pretty. I'm going to be in the doghouse for a very very long time. Too long did not read. I Rick rolled my girlfriend. She didn't catch the joke. I got stuck hiding a secret that was always going to blow in my face eventually. I'm sorry Op, but this story made me giggle. I hope your girlfriend is not too mad about this. Op, there's only one way out of this. Write a romantic poem, ya sausage. This is probably one of the longest lasting Rickrolls out there now. Elmau. This is absolutely hilarious. You knew the truth, and now so does she. To be fair, I think it's an amazing song and I bet you, Rick Astley would love to read this story. Also Rick Astley has more gorgeous songs. Maybe you can take some lyrics from those to make an original love poem for her winking face. Never gonna give this up. Never gonna live this down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Not gonna tell a lie, I'll hurt you. The poor lady began crying. She was so moved. Said this was the best thing anyone has ever done for her. And #X200B. Oh man. I needed this, I didn't need it at work though. It was genuinely a struggle to not laugh out loud just imagining your earnest, innocent, moved to tears girlfriend. Never gonna make you cry. Girlfriend cries. Today I fucked up by fingering myself in the shower. So this happened to me, 23 male, when I was 8 years old and haunts me till this day. Too long did not read. On the bottom of the post. One day I was at a family party and usually all the kids stay upstairs while the adults stay downstairs, but I was downstairs walking around and I walked past my older cousin talking to my other family members. I heard one of them say it's cold. His response was, if you're cold then put your finger in your butt. A week later it was cold in the house so I went in the shower to warm up. I remembered what he said so little me decided to try it. When I did it, I was still washing my body so I had soap on my hands so it started to burn. I didn't know what to do so I stopped. The next time I seen my cousin I was at his house and I told him, when you put your finger in your butt it doesn't make you warm, it burns. He looked at me with a weird face and just drops on the floor. I was sitting there wondering what going on when I seen that he was laughing. He stood on the floor for 5 minutes before he got up and told me it's supposed to be a joke. I'm 23 years old and he still doesn't let that go. He can have the worst day of his life and when that story comes up it still makes him laugh hysterically. I've gotten to the point where I'm not as embarrassed with the story but I used to cringe whenever it was talked about. TLDR I overheard my cousin say, finger yourself if you're cold, as a joke and actually trying it with soap on my hands and telling him that it hurt. This has the same vibes as blue fire, is not as hot as red fire and is safe to touch. Instead of therapy, you can just put your thumb up your nose. I'm over it. I find it funny now. I just cringe a little in my head when I think about it. As I get older talking about sex topics don't embarrass me anymore. Damn I laughed so hard LMAO. Cheer up mate. Imagine you being the hero to your cousin because you have the organic power to make him laugh unconditionally through your sheer shame and embarrassment from your childhood. The worst decisions makes the best memories, am I right? Don't use soap. Use 91% isopropyl alcohol instead. Do you? This today I fucked up was a real roller coaster. First, I saw, fingering myself, and thought, that's definitely something I want to know. Next was 23 male, and I was like, that was a pretty drastic shift, but I've started. Then I saw, 8 years old, and that changed everything. Just accept it. That's too funny to let go. Today I fucked up by using white soap. TLR at the bottom. Context. Live in a new apartment with 2 other people, W and M, both older than me. We don't really know each other yet, as we just moved here. We have coordinated about food, washing and a bathroom schedule. I go first, then the other 2. This is in place as there aren't any locks in the bathrooms yet. They are going to be installed in a week or 2. Anyway, so this particular day I chose to shower with soap instead of shampoo, as I wasn't too sweaty and didn't want to use up too much of it. I look around in the cabinets and find a innocent-looking, standard white soap. Not suspecting this bastard would stab me in the back, I took it, and started showering. About 3 minutes later I hear the rest of the apartment waking up and getting ready for the day, so I turn up the water, grab the soap and try stepping out of the shower. Alas, I appear to have gripped the soap too tight, as it slipped out of my fingers and slapped against the wall, leaving a trail of soap all the way to the ground. Surprised, I lose my balance, slip and fall to the ground like a sack of wet potatoes. At this point, my roommates heard me falling and rushed over to see if I was okay. I barely managed to get up using the wall against which my soap catapulted itself. So, as they barged into the bathroom, there I was, hunched over a trail of white liquid starting pretty high on the wall, with one of my hands on my genitalia to protect it from sight. Too long did not read. I used white soap in the shower, slipped with it in hand, threw it against a wall against which it ended up leaving a trail of white liquid. The noise of me slipping alerted my roommates who barged in, worried about me being hurt, and witnessed what they thought was me ejaculating. "What do you mean using soap instead of shampoo? Do you use shampoo to wash your body?" Mons nutted all over the wall and came up with this story LMAO. Don't use other people's stuff. Is this a cover for you got caught masturbating in the shower? This is why I don't use soap I don't recognize. You grabbed a random bar of soap and went to town, and this is the worst that happened? You got lucky. Sure buddy, we all believe you. What's wrong with your cum that it looks like a bar of soap?